वालेकुम। ये हमारा 5वां लेक्चर है और टॉपिक है हमारा आर्टिक ओशन और फर्स्ट पार्ट। आर्टिक ओशन इज़ एक्चुअली अ पार्ट ऑफ वाटर that is freezed at the northern pole due to the increase in the temperature of the world or due to this global warming. The glaciers, the ice of different oceans is melting, and because the ice of Arctic Ocean is melting, so the neighboring countries of Arctic ocean are actually rushing to do this resources. They are actually searching resources at the bed of the sea. They are actually planning to navigate through Arctic Ocean for shipping or by using it for trade purpose, and a lot of countries are actually willing to expand their area of fishing into the Arctic Ocean. These three industries are actually putting the different neighboring state of Arctic Ocean into another Cold War. The countries which are bordering Arctic Ocean are Iceland, Greenland, part of Kingdom of Denmark, Canada, United States, Russia and Norway. In all these countries, only Norway is the country who actually claims Arctic and even Antarctic as its territorial part. One can live in Antarctica, but in Arctic no one can live, and it's impossible to live. And it is a part of the planet where sun never rises, and it makes a virtually pitch black frozen waste, whereas in summer the sun never sets, but bring with it rain, snow and fog. But the important thing which should be mentioned over here is that the ongoing warming of the climate of the earth has reduced the amount of sea ice in Arctic Ocean, and if this thing continues, then less sea ice will provide easier access for shipping during more months of the year, which will increase the accessibility of fishing and drilling, and new shipping routes may also become safe for more ships in decades to come, because the already existing shipping routes, they are passing through different channels, to different straits, to different canals and to different seas. So alongside the already existing trade routes, there are the bases of different countries' military, and due to different rivalries, conflict issues in the world, those trade routes are vulnerable. Now the issue over here is that different countries will access Arctic Ocean for different resources, like I have mentioned, for shipping, for extending their fishing boundaries, and for exploring different resources at the seabed. So when the countries would look for these three industries in Arctic Ocean, Obviously they may come across some issue with each other. They may fight with each other over the resources. So if we see the as per international law, from your coastal line 12 nautical miles or about 22 kilometers of the coast of a country is being included in the territory of a country. I would mention over here as like South China Sea. South China Sea is also bordered by different countries, and every single country is claiming South China Sea. And just like South China Sea is in between 7 to 8 countries, Arctic Ocean is also in between 7 to 8 countries, and all the states are claiming it. And 22 kilometer means if that territory is being included, or that territory is a part of any particular country, means the law of that particular country would be applied in that 22 kilometer square. And in this area custom laws, fiscal laws, immigration laws, pollution laws would be followed of that particular country. After that 22 kilometer, there is another zone which is known as EEZ, and it is the exclusive economic zone, and it is being extended to 370 kilometers or 200 nautical miles. Whereas as per the international law, with this exclusive economic zone, the country has exclusive rights to any resources, including fishing and drilling. And if we draw the exclusive economic zone of this Canada, Norway, Russia, USA, then it covers almost 50 to 60 part of Arctic Ocean, whereas still 50% part of Arctic Ocean remains out of their reach. But it only looks simple if we draw it on the map, but actually when it is being exercised properly on the ground or in the ocean, it is quite difficult to draw the line, because in ocean we cannot have something through which proper boundaries would be drawn for exclusive economic zone in between these countries. And even this exclusive economic zone is also the area or the territory that is being owned by the country. And on the other hand, there is a law that ships are actually allowed to navigate freely without bringing any harm to any of the country, so they can navigate. And the UN Convention on the Law of Sea takes the exclusive economic zone one step further, though which somewhat complicate things for the Arctic. Like for example, if a country can prove that its continental shelf extend beyond 370 kilometer distance of the economic zone, that country also gets exclusive right to those minerals on the continental shelf, seabed and below. However, this is not an extension of the EEZ, and so does not include exclusive rights to fishing. This has led to several countries considering extending their claims to various portions of the Arctic seabed, including regions which overlap with each other. So this was the first part of Arctic Ocean. I hope you would have understood, and if there would be any query, you can ask me in the group. And best of luck for your coming mates, and thank you so much. Allah Hafiz.